Hey! Do we have the flags? French flags? There we go. Welcome to the ESA Winter 2020 live from Malmö, Sweden. We're back once again to bring you the best speedrunning has to offer for 7 days straight, while supporting Save the Children. With your help, we hope to raise $50,000 over this event. Nicholas here, to my right, is soon going to talk a little bit more about Save the Children and all the important work they do, and how your donations and contributions will make the world a better place. In just a moment, we'll be kicking off with Guacamole by D Blacktastic over here. So give him a hand. But before that, I'd like to take a moment and show some appreciation to some of the people that make this event, the magic event that it is. My right-hand man, Planks, who's got an amazing eye for detail, has been a very integral part on upping the standards since 2014. The scheduling team, led by Fatske, his assistant Ginny, and our board game guy, Ethelon. The newly formed video and media team, led by volunteer coordinator Rasmus and returning volunteer Stacy. For the first time, you'll be able to follow us backstage on social media throughout the week. So make sure to follow ESA Marathon on Twitter. Our new tech leader Tyr, who stepped up after being a senior volunteer for several years. For the past 2 weeks, he's helped the runners for PC games to install their older games remotely, so we don't have very long setup times. And for the first time, we'll be running at 120 Hz for all the PC runners, which is a marathon first. This made possible by returning volunteer and former organizer Oasis and returning volunteer Link Boss. The second stream is back again. We got Leva here to produce the second stream. There he is. Oh, sorry. There he is. Give him a hand. That gives us the opportunity to have so many more runs and so much more speedruns of this week. Our wonderful and welcoming event support and administration team, led by the Swedes Potto and Panda. They'll be the first smiling faces you meet when you come to ESA and pick up your badge, and they'll help you in any way they can. The stream wouldn't look and feel as nice without our development team, led by Zephyr. Soton, who does all of our overlays, including for Break the Record Live. Oramit, who manages our NFC software, replays, and YouTube automation. Puppeter, who created the latest version of the big red buttons, allowing the runners to control their own destiny. Ollie, who will be launching the ESA Marathon app this summer. And the rest of the development team, LL Cool Dave, C. Benny, OPL, Void Watch, Fressy Lemon, and Maxi. Of course, a big part of the ESA experience is the chat, led by our moderators, Aura and Trollbear, and their team of 30 moderators. They'll keep the chat jolly for the entire week. As we're all here to play video games and raise money for charity, I'd like to thank and introduce the fundraising team led by Metako, team leaders Lador and Froob, together with senior volunteer Yoshimus, Eidgod, and Mergy, and prize coordinator Firepaw. And Warwiki. They should be here. They'll be the fundraising team have guided a large group of volunteers. They'll be reading out your donations and messages throughout the week. And I'd like to give the word to Nicholas for a few moments to introduce Save the Children and tell all of you guys what they do.
Am I good? All right. Hi everyone, I'm known as Cryptica and I'm here as the representative for Save the Children. ESA is about to kick off. You're going to watch some great speedruns, a bunch of French memes, and you're going to name that starter Pokemon. But while you do that, know that every donation you make will go towards a good cause. 100 years ago, Save the Children was founded as a result of the First World War that left millions of children starving and dying. Our founder ran food drives, pressured governments towards making children's rights a priority, and drafted the first Child Rights Declaration. A lot has changed since then, or the world has changed a lot since then, but unfortunately a lot of work remains. For example, 152 million children are the victims of child labor, and 1 out of 5 children grow up in a conflict zone. As a global movement, we're now active in 118 countries, and we provided support to 33 million children last year alone. Save the Children works by promoting change from the ground up, by working with children, their families, and their communities. We work with children, with international organizations and governments to make certain that children's rights are on the political agenda. We hold leaders to account for the commitments they have made, ensuring that systems are in place to protect and provide for children at risk. When crisis strikes, we're the first to respond and the last to leave. We provide life-saving interventions for those who need it the most, always. So what's your favorite speedrunner? Make a shout out and name that Pokemon. But know that while you do that, you are also making the world a better place for children. So thank you at home, and thank you ESA for supporting our cause.
Thank you, Nicholas. Before we go live with Guacamole by the Blacktastic, coming all the way from the United States, I would like to remind you about all the ways you can support ESA and Save the Children throughout the week. All of the revenue ESA receives from sharing, extensions, subscriptions, Prime subs will be donated straight to Save the Children. We've also launched a merch store. So for the first time, you can buy ESA merch and have them shipped to your home. You can find this store at speedrunstore.com. And of course, you can donate through the regular donation tracker, which you can find at donate.esamarathon.com, where we also have several fantastic prizes. And you can see all the prizes at prizes.esamarathon.com. With that said, it's time to get this show on the road, so give it up for the Blacktastic and Guacamole.